Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing amazing. Today is such a beautiful day, and Bitcoin is also looking pretty good. It's not currently sitting above 40,000, which is good. So into this video, we're going to be looking at the price of Bitcoin and see if we can find some good trading opportunities for ourselves. I checked the market earlier and I actually found a couple good trading opportunities. I will be sharing that with you guys in this video. By the way, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so happy and excited to have you here. My name is Sarah, and on this channel, I teach how to trade and invest in cryptocurrency. I also talk about personal development and so much more. If that sounds like something that you'll be interested in seeing more of, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. Also turn on your notification bell to stay updated when I post the next video. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'll be sharing my screen with you guys, okay? Alright, so let's check out Bitcoin and see what's going on right now. As you can all see, Bitcoin looks bullish right now on the 1 hour time frame. It's been going up here. You know, it's two big candles. It's been going up. If you're not an experienced trader, seeing this might make you think, oh, we're possibly back in an uptrend. But let's not get too excited, because Bitcoin has its ways. It moves in very, very mysterious ways. So we're gonna start out by looking at the weekly time frame, okay? Because these time frames, they're much more important than the smaller time frame. All right, so in the monthly time frame, as I have analyzed in my previous video, I told y'all that I noticed that on the monthly time frame we have a double top that has formed on the monthly time frame. A double top is a bearish pattern reversal, so that is not a good sign for Bitcoin, and currently it looks like it's retracing back up. However, what I am expecting is for Bitcoin to break this neckline right here, okay? Eventually it has to do that, okay? So this is what's happening on the monthly time frame right now. We have a double top forming, which eventually has to break down, okay? Which means that we can see Bitcoin heading all the way down to like 20,000. That's the first bearish pattern that I've noticed here on the monthly time frame. If you go down to the weekly time frame here, we can see also another bearish reversal pattern, which is the head and shoulder. We have the first shoulder right here, and then the head is right here, and now the right shoulder has not been formed yet, and currently Bitcoin is heading high. It has to go high so that it can form that right shoulder. So keep in mind that the right shoulder cannot be higher than the head, and it cannot be higher than the left shoulder, right? So it has to either be the same height as the left shoulder or a little bit lower than it. So from this, I see Bitcoin going all the way to like 50K, 53K, and then from there, I sort of expect it to start heading back down. Based on this head and shoulder pattern, this is what is expected. Once that right shoulder has been formed, the next thing that usually happens is for this neckline to be broken. So Bitcoin is expected to come back here and then break this neckline here at 30K. And once the neckline is broken, it is going all the way to like 20K. That is what's happening, okay? So this small bullish move that we're having right now is actually expected, okay? But it's not a confirmation that we're back in uptrend, okay? At least not in the bigger time frame. We might be looking like we're back in an uptrend. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, it might look like we're back in an uptrend, okay? Anyways, this is the analysis for the bigger time frame. Now obviously we are not going to wait for the bigger time frame pattern to come to fulfillment in order for us to trade the market. We want to trade the market as it is forming these patterns, and this is why we use shorter time frames. The shorter time frames is what helps us to actually enter the market and make quick profit as these patterns are getting formed. Okay, so my favorite time frame to look at when I am looking for very quick trade is the 4-hour time frame and 1 hour time frame. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame, try to see what's going on here, see if we can identify some good trading opportunities for ourselves. So initially we formed a rising wedge here, okay, and then this rising wedge got broken. Okay, we broke that rising wedge. Once Bitcoin broke out of this rising wedge, this now became a resistance. So this purple line here became resistance, and Bitcoin tried to go and retest it, and obviously it got rejected, and this is why we headed back down. Okay, we went down here. Usually I expected it to go all the way down to, like, 32k, but that didn't happen. Instead, Bitcoin just went down a little here, it found support here, and now it seems to be heading back up. Okay, so now what is happening right now? I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that we can see very good. Okay, so you can see this purple box that I've drawn here. Okay, that is a resistance. So this is between 39k and 41k, approximately. I would say 42k. So this purple box here between 39k and 42k, this is a huge resistance for Bitcoin. So you can see here it was used as a support right here, it was used as a support right here, and also here it was like used as a resistance, and it was also used as a resistance right here, and right here. So as you can see, the 39k and 42k are very, like, those zones are very high resistance area for Bitcoin. And then this is why you can see that Bitcoin is trying to break it, right? It's heading towards here. It hasn't seemed to have, like, retraced as much from this resistance. I kind of, like, expected it to, to bounce back down a little bit since it's a resistance, but that hasn't happened yet. So what I am seeing here now is that Bitcoin is heading towards the horizontal resistance. We do have an horizontal resistance right here, which is the yellow line here, and this is actually the resistance on the weekly time frame. I'm gonna go back to the weekly time frame so that you can see why this is so significant. Okay, this is actually the weekly time frame resistance. Okay, so yeah, you can see here this yellow line here is it was the trend line on the weekly time frame, right? We were on an uptrend, and then Bitcoin ended up breaking that trend line on the weekly time frame, right? So now once that trend line was broken, it is now going to be resistance for Bitcoin. Ever since Bitcoin broke out of this trend line, it has not gone to retest it, and this is what I believe is happening right now. It's going to go retest that vertical resistance on the weekly time frame right here. So there's like 2 days and 5 hours left before this weekly candle closes. So the way I see it is that we can see Bitcoin go all the way to like 42, go all the way to 42k or 43 maybe. It might not even touch it. Okay, it might touch it, it might not touch it, but once Bitcoin heads to like 42k 400, anywhere between 42k and 42k 400, it's going to get rejected from there, because this is a huge resistance here on the weekly time frame. So this would be a great shorting opportunities for us. I would be waiting for Bitcoin to come to 42k or 42k 500, and then I would place a nice short position right there. Once you place your short, you want to make sure you set your stop loss right inside of this horizontal resistance line. Just make sure you place your stop loss there, just in case if it does end up breaking into this resistance and it closes, you want to get out of your trade, because most likely if that happens, it's going to go and test the next resistance, which is at 51k. Otherwise, this is the first nice trading opportunity that I am waiting for here. Okay, 42k, shorting Bitcoin at 42k, and then What else? Another great trading opportunity would be when Bitcoin comes back down to 31k, 32k. It will be a nice longing opportunity. However, this one is a bit more risky because let's say Bitcoin goes all the way to, it ends up breaking this resistance and then it goes all the way to like 53k and then it starts heading back down. You don't want to short it when it comes back to here because most likely it's going to end up breaking this support here and head all the way to 20k. However, if Bitcoin gets rejected here at 42k 500 and it starts heading back down, it will be a good time to long Bitcoin when it heads back down to 32k. Long it and you'll be able to make some nice profits with that. This is what I am seeing, guys. Two great trading opportunities that is ahead of us right now. We just have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, right now Bitcoin here is really fighting this resistance. As you can see, it's really trying to break it. We already have one bearish candle here on the 1 hour time frame. And also another thing that I'm noticing is actually the volume decreasing. So you see here, this was a very strong bullish candle here. This one here, it was very bullish. The volume was like 108k, and then the next one, the volume decreased. This one, volume decreased. So this is another sign that we might be heading back down. Whenever the price is going up, we want to see the volume increase with it, okay? We don't want to see the volume decreasing when we're going up. However, if the volume starts decreasing as we're heading up, this is one first red flag that we might see a reversal soon. Okay, we might see a reversal. We might see Bitcoin head back down to take a little break before it continues to head back up. So this is what I am seeing. I already see 3 signs here, volume decreasing, and then I'm seeing here this bearish candlestick pattern, and then this is the next one here. So what I'm seeing here, based on these 3 things that is happening, I'm expecting the price to reverse a little bit, come back down to retest this support here at 39k 300 before it starts heading back up to this 42k resistance. This is what I am seeing, but yeah, we'll see. You never know with Bitcoin. Another thing is the RSI. The RSI here is oversold on the 1 hour time frame. It's also oversold on the 4 hour time frame here. Okay, so a lot of sign that is telling us that soon Bitcoin is going to retrace back down a little, at least to 39k before it starts heading back up. If that happens, if Bitcoin comes back down to like 39k and then it starts heading back up to like 42k, that is going to form a bearish divergence, which is a really good signal to short the market. I'm also waiting for that. Yep, so that's basically it. Now it's just a matter of waiting for either the price to go back and retest 39k 300 and then long it from there, or wait for the market to come to 42k and then short it from there. That's it, guys. That's it. I hope this video was interesting. I hope you found some value out of this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day.